I learned how to shuffle cards, right? I know, Connor, you had quarantine, you had all of quarantine to make videos and you learned how to shuffle cards instead. Who are you? So it's been a long time, right? I can't just show up, start flapping cards in your face and then pretend like nothing happened. I've had a bit of a hiatus, bit of an unexpected hiatus, to be honest with you. Let's start from the top, shall we? At the beginning of the year, I said I was gonna make a video every week, which is really hard for me apparently. And I was kind of at a bit of a juncture in my life. I was really figuring out what I needed to do, whether it was like school or business or whatever my job, my actual job I have right now. I had to make a decision, or I had to make lots of decisions, and I was very busy all the time. I would stay up till midnight most of the time to get these videos out, and I would often shoot them on Tuesday to upload them on Wednesday, which is not responsible and not putting out quality content and not sustainable really. Like I couldn't have one day of the week where I would go to bed at 1 a.m. Like that just, especially if I get up at 4 a.m. another day of the week. Like that's not, that kind of roller coaster is not good for you. At least, especially not if I'm working until 1 a.m., right? Like this is work. This is like mentally taxing, right? It's fun work, but it's still work. So I was trucking along, right? And then we kind of hearing about Mr. You-know-who virus. And then it kind of got out of hand there for a little while. And at the beginning, like mid-March, my work gave us some time off, especially when we kind of all started to get a little bit, afraid. And so I took it. It was about 6 weeks off. And you'd think that 6 weeks of unencumbered time would be like prime time for me to make videos, right? Like, come on, that seems pretty obvious. And I would agree with you if I wasn't me. Apparently, if I'm confronted with any amount of unstructured free time, that's it. I can't do anything. And that's not like an incurable fault. And it's something I want to work on. And it's something I spent part of quarantine trying to work on. But I get really caught up in the mindset of like, you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? So when I'm working, when I'm doing other things, I want that free time and I want to be able to make videos. And then once I'm presented with it, it's like, I can just do it anytime, and then the free time runs out, and I'm like, if only I had enough time. Because, I don't know, it's just something I have to, that's a little bit of personal CBT will patch that one right up, I think. So around May, actually, I decided that I should start doing something. I was about to go back to work in like 20 days, like near the end of March, or mid-May, end of May, we were going back to work. So I was like, whatever, let's get her going. I started exercising. Obviously the gyms were all closed. I started working out at home. And just like 2 weeks ago, I put a chin-up bar in my basement, which has been slapping, honestly. I can do 3 consecutive chin-ups now. So no big deal on that one. Most I've ever done. And you know what? I lost a bunch of weight too. Like I was eating right for a while there, and I'd worked out a bunch too. So I lost weight. I was looking pretty good. And then like I lost weight in January, and then I went up for you guys. And then coronavirus was around. I was eating like garbage. I was doing really bad. And then I lost a bunch of weight, and I was like, yeah, and I was looking good. I was exercising, and then I went back to work and everything, and my sleep schedule went back to trash, and I got busy. I'm in school right now too. And so I gained like 10 pounds again. But that's okay, because I'm having fun, and I can do 3 consecutive chin-ups. So 3 consecutive chin-ups at a higher weight is more valuable than 4 chin-ups at a lower weight, to a point. So that's great. I hope you've been exercising too. I'm using a light, by the way. So, if that wasn't obvious. This is right in front of my bedroom window, which has good lighting sometimes. If it's sunny out or if it's overcast, it's pretty good. The Australia video, I had to film it at like 9 a.m., but it was January, so it wasn't even fully daylight out yet, because I live in a winter wonderland, and so it was like okay lighting. But this is made out of the thing I used to use to film over top outside. I'm sure you've seen it too. I spent more time sitting in front of it than I did filming down, so I just took it apart and repurposed it, and here we are. So yeah, I look pretty white, but that's sort of to be expected. I mean, it's not like I'm not white. And actually, there was so much sun in April too. I was even getting like a little bit of tan, little frecks on the shoulders and stuff, and then the sun went away. It's been like rainy and cloudy all summer. It's bizarre. It's the weirdest thing. But anyway, so we're here in my bedroom. I thought this looked nicer than not my bedroom, I guess. The garage was a little bit less appealing. So yeah. What'd you guys do during quarantine? I learned how to shuffle cards. I would sit there in my lecture and I would just be listening to the stats man talk, and I go I could shuffle cards before. They would do the clumping thing where they'd go really well for a little while, and then they like clump near the end because I didn't have the, turns out it's mostly hand strength. But no, mostly it was just being able to like hold it in this way and be strong enough to like pull your thumbs all the way back and still be able to hold it. I ruined a deck of cards just excessively shuffling it. It's like they're W shaped now. So yeah, this video didn't have much purpose other than wanting to catch up. I'm not gonna make any promises about whether or not I'll be able to come back. I feel pretty busy right now, honestly, and at least mentally busy enough that I need to, you know, make sure I have enough time to do homework, make sure I have enough time to go to work. My schedule isn't too chaotic, but those things gotta go first. My sleep schedule is kind of crappy right now too, so I'm all over the map. I'm having a hard time staying awake. If I look really tired right now, I was up at 3:45 this morning for work, but I had a hankering to make a video for a while. What else did I do? What else have I done during quarantine? School! I took statistics and calculus online. They were gonna be in person, but then coronavirus, so they're online, doing it from my bedroom. I don't know. It's kind of nice in a lot of ways. It's not great because it's my bedroom, so the mental state is not conducive to a learning environment, really. I tried calculus right when I first started school, and I dropped out because I was a baby. I was a real wimp about it. And I didn't think I'd be able to handle math. I was like, whoa, I've never done university before. I don't want to do calculus right away. I'll try something else. Same teacher, online this time. And I found the most stressful part before was when I didn't really know the answer, and he would look me right in the eye and be like, what is the answer to this fraction? And I'd be like, ugh. And then I know the answer, but the pressure would be like, square root of 16 is, I just couldn't do it. It was the stupidest thing. But now he can't do that. If he poses a question to the room, he doesn't pick anybody in particular, and if you answer, you're just a text box, right? You're not a person who's gonna get stared at for doing it wrong. So it's nice. The answer is 4, by the way. Square root of 16 is 4. What else is going on? What else? What else is going on? Oh, right. With the lockdown and everything, obviously the schools shut down in the area, and like the public schools. And I teach my karate program out of a public school in another town over. It was like spring break at the same time that they announced they were gonna be closed when they came back. So I just was like, we're gonna pause for now. Turns out quarantine was gonna last a really long time. And what had happened was probably in January, I decided that school was what I needed to do. You know, school seemed to be the most beneficial path for me to follow here. So I decided I was going to do that, and I decided I was going to go to a school out of town. I got in and everything, and I was going to do a couple more things with my karate students, and I was going to let them know in June, actually, at the beginning of June, you know, a couple weeks left. Okay, guys, this is it, right? And we were going to maybe have like a pizza party or you know, some sushi thing or something like that, you know, a little gathering. But what ended up happening is because we closed and because the schools remained closed, I had to kind of unceremoniously end my karate program over Facebook, which is probably like my biggest regret, honestly, about the whole thing. Like, I know I would have gotten real emotional had I stood there and told them face to face, but I think that's what was important about it, or what would have been the most important thing about it. You guys aren't numbers on a sheet. You guys are like, you know, I have to build a bond with each student in order to, you know, be able to teach them and be able to improve them and you know, learn about myself too. So to not be able to look them in the face when I said this was going to be the end, that was really difficult. If any of you are out there, I know a couple of them have found my YouTube channel kind of through osmosis. So if any of you are out there, yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys a lot. Teaching karate is probably one of the greatest pleasures of my life. It's really fun to be there to witness your learning and your growth, and the amount of improvement I've seen every single one of my students make, mostly through their own commitment, is just baffling. I didn't have that level of commitment or energy when I was a kid, so I'm very proud of them, and I guess to you, I'm very proud of you, and I'm really grateful that you decided to try karate. I had lots of fun. And that was very sad, I will admit. And if coronavirus had eased up by August, we might have been able to do something, but it seems, you know, just as of today, I heard this is July 16th, cases are starting to go up in British Columbia, and they were looking pretty good there for a while. So it's gonna get worse before it gets better, obviously. So to everybody out there who watches this, who likes to watch me on a regular basis, I'm gonna try to upload more regularly. I think if I give myself kind of a more relaxed schedule, I'll be able to do better work. I think there's a lot of ideas I have that I don't think I could comfortably get out in a week or with a really limited time frame. But if I kind of take off that limitation, work around my limited schedule rather than a limited upload schedule, I think I can produce some better content. Who knows when, but I'd like to try. So if you like watching these videos, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's lots of fun. Oh, I almost forgot. This is the cheesiest thing I've ever been so excited about. Right when coronavirus struck, I got 100 subscribers. It took me 12 years to get 100 subscribers, but I did it. And I'm so happy, I'm so thankful. So seriously, to each and every one of you, I really appreciate it. Triple digits looks a heck of a lot better. It's cool to me. It's cool that like 100 people, like when you think of 100 people standing in a line, that many people want to watch my videos, like that's cool to me. I don't really know 100 people. I maybe interact with 100 people a day. That's crazy. So seriously, thank you so much. I don't know what color play button I get for that, but just give me one sec. You'll never believe it. That was actually Mr. YouTube. He came to my door just to give me this. So congratulations on 100 subscribers, and thank you for being a part of it. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Love you. Bye. Wash your freaking hands. Okay.